listen.
If you want cheap and reliable FIFA 14 Ultimate Team coins for all platforms, check out MMOJ, link will be in the description. Also in the description is a video proving they are legit. Hey guys, it's Melvin7 here, and today I'm bringing you episode 6 of FIFA 15 rating and position predictions. So, this is going to be the Chelsea edition, and the 5 players I am going to be doing in this episode are Hazard, Cech, Matic, Schurrle and Willian. So yeah, let's just kick this straight off. So starting off, we've got Hazard. Obviously he started off as an 85 card. He went down 2 ratings from last FIFA, and this season obviously he got his January upgrade to 88, and he's been absolutely fantastic. Chelsea's best player this season. He won the PFA Young Player of the Year. So yeah, I think he merits an 89 overall. Reason being because I've gave Suarez a 90 overall, and he obviously won the PFA Player of the Year, so he should be the best rated player, with Hazard second in my opinion. I've given 1 more pace, 2 more dribbling, 3 more shooting, because I think his shooting is, you know, improved this year, and I've given 1 more passing and kept his star skills and weak foot the same. So yeah, that is the card I have gave to Hazard. Next we've got Cech. Now, before you actually look at the badge I've gave him, right, obviously there's a scenario with Courtois, whether he's going to be #1 keeper for Chelsea or not, and obviously Cech wants first team football. Now, I have gave him the Arsenal badge. Now, a number of Premier League clubs are linked. I dare say a number of overseas clubs will be linked eventually. So I've just picked Arsenal because they've been after a keeper for a good 2 years, and they'll be prepared to pay whatever wages, I think, to try and lure him away from Stamford Bridge. This is assuming that Courtois does take #1 spot, because that hasn't been fully confirmed yet. So that is why I've put the Arsenal badge. He may be Chelsea, he may be some other club, I don't know. I've just put that, so don't take that the wrong way. But anyway, I've gave him a 1 upgrade because I think he won the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this year, and I think De Gea came second. I could be wrong with that, but I think he did. And over the last few years, he's been absolutely outstanding for Chelsea, and I've got the utmost respect for him. He's cracked his head open twice, and he's still playing football, obviously, with his skull cap. And yeah, I've given him a 1 increase on all the stats, and I've done what the Mr. AC's done, and I've gave him 745 kicking. Oops, that is supposed to be 75. Please ignore that stat. That is a mistake on my part. That should be 75. But yeah, I've increased everything by 1 because I don't really know how to upgrade a keeper properly, if I'm honest. I don't really watch them in depth enough to know that. So yeah, I've given him a 1 increase on everything. Moving on to the next player, Matic. So this guy obviously transferred in January from Benfica, and he did really, really well for Benfica, and he's been pretty solid for Chelsea. So I've gave him an 82 rated card, and yeah, I've increased his pace by 1, I've kept his dribbling the same, I've increased his shooting by 4, his defence by 2, and his passing by 3, as well as his heading by 1. I think he merits all of them stats. I don't think he's actually scored for Chelsea at the minute. I know he hit the bar against City. I could be wrong, he might have scored, but I don't think he has. But he has been pretty solid as a DM. So yeah, that is why I've gave him the stats I have. I've also made his weak foot 4-star, because I think he is a bit more 2-footed than 3-star. I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. Next player is Andre Schurrle, or Schurrle, or Schurrle. However the hell you want to pronounce it, it's completely up to you. But anyway, 80 rated card, obviously transferred last season. And you know, he's been pretty solid for Chelsea. Now, I have put him on the right because he's been playing more that way. Chelsea play kind of a 4-2-3-1 with it's kind of on FIFA 4-2-3-1 brackets too, where there's a left mid and a right mid, but they're kind of slightly more centralised for Chelsea. So it's kind of 3 cams, but it's like a ram and a lamb, if that makes sense. But obviously them positions aren't on FIFA, so I've made him a right mid. And yeah, that is generally what position I think he'd be. I've given him 2 more pace, 2 more dribbling, 1 more shooting, 3 more passing, and I've kept his skills and weak foot the same. I think he merits a shooting upgrade. I mean, I know Arsenal fans won't want to hear this, but the 6-0 demolition of Arsenal was fantastic, and Schurrle had a really, really good game. That was probably one of his better ones, and he scored a nice goal. He is really, really pinpoint accurate with his shots when he does unleash a shot. But yeah, anyway, Next player and the final one is Willian. Now I have made him a cam because obviously I think Chelsea's preferred three, I mean they've got so many cams, would be Hazard, Willian and Schurrle. Oscar maybe towards the start of the season, but kind of tailing towards the end I would have said Schurrle would have been picked ahead of him. So yeah, I've made Willian an 84 rated cam, kept his skills and weak foot the same. I've given him 2 more pace. So basically Hazard, Schurrle and Willian I've gave all 90 pace because they are all rapid. He's got 90 dribbling as well. I've increased that by 2. I've increased his shooting by 2 and his passing by 2. I think he merits an upgrade. He has been really solid for Chelsea, probably their second best player if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the attacking trio of the cams has obviously been Chelsea's biggest I suppose positive this season. Their cams have been absolutely outstanding, and then with a striker that can actually score next season, it's gonna be, you know, pretty bad for the rest of the clubs in the Prem. I'm fearing that, if I'm honest. So yeah, obviously they did come third and people will probably complain that I'm giving them too much upgrades, but if you watch the way they play, aside from lower teams, they play so well against bigger teams and they perform when they need to. So that is why I've gave them the upgrades. They've been fantastic this season, and next season they're going to be a real force to be reckoned with. So yeah, if you haven't enjoyed that, please hit that like button. It really does help my channel. Subscribe for daily FIFA 14 content if you haven't already. Remember to check out MMOJ, link will be in the description for cheap, reliable FIFA 14 Ultimate Team coins, and yeah, peace. Look, all the informs have just crashed in price. 94 obviously he's got that